The freedom fighters of South Africa gave the deadline of June 30th for Nigerians and other foreigners to leave South Africa. But the good people of Canada have decided that 2 days before that, South Africans must go back home. So South Africa are going back to take their jobs in South Africa June 28th. And somebody also said online that the difference between the people that qualified to the round, the difference between South Africa that qualified to the round of 32 and the other teams that went out in the group stages was just 8 hours. 8 hours was all it took for South Africa to spend in the round of 32. But I mean, we're going to celebrate them and count them as part of Africans because yes, 9 out of 10 African teams made it to the round of 32 in this FIFA World Cup. For the very first time, we had 10 teams in the FIFA World Cup out of 48 nations, and 9 out of those teams made it to the knockout stages. That's how we're going to be starting this edition and this episode of the show. My name is Michael Adigbile, or you can call me the official Mikolo, and welcome to Elegbeted TV Sports, where for the next few minutes and the next hours, we're going to be analyzing every interesting topic in the world of sport and also beyond, because I have two very important and very exciting off sports topic for you to discuss today. And I'm here with the main man. He's back again. He's smiling because he has missed me on his show so much. He knows
miss
that
you,
when
K.
I'm here,
Wish.
I'm coming with the firepower. I have with me Edafe Matthew Eselgene, who is going to be my in-law very soon. I know there are some people in the studio currently, people like Felix, that wouldn't really like to hear that. But
We'll invite him for the wedding.
my in-law Miguel.
Friendo, Nyovo, Mavo, Kikruwego.
I'm good.
Good to have you.
How
Good
you
boy.
doing?
I better
How you
pick it. They
doing?
marry daughter they give.
How you doing?
I'm okay. I'm fine. I did try my traditional wears. The one I go wear for your wedding. Whether this one fits or maybe I should look for another one. So it's not like we will not invite Felix, but it will be among the people that wash plates and gather all the dirty plates where they take shops, small shops, help us gather them. And all those people that always look for who go provide leftover for them to feed dog. He will be in charge of gathering the leftover so that they'll give to the dogs.
Anyways,
when he's
guys,
ready to marry, we will know.
Felix has been beefing me so far because of the fact that I've been, just showing off my babe. I'm not even showing off. I'm just writing and saying things about my babe. And let's put aside the beef that Felix currently has with babe and relationship. Let's go to the beef that so many people say that you and I know say the only country we don't benefit from na Canada. Canada.
I know, dude. They say Canada price don't go up. They say since Canada price don't go up, Mona dey chop akara.
Hey,
Kuli
and corn.
and corn.
Yeah, that's
I eat
that's
corn
good.
yesterday.
I think we're even going to discuss that, but let's start with the World Cup. I'm not from the school of thought of people that say the World Cup just starts now, but I mean,
How now?
because there are a lot of people are just saying, "Oh, the World Cup starts now in the round of 32 and all those kind of things." I believe that the extension has been really good for me, and we've seen some very good teams good account of themselves. Though yes, 16 teams are out, and now we're into the round of 32. First off, before we go to Canada versus South Africa,
16 teams that are out.
16 teams are out, and more of
South Africa, you know what South Africa?
Oh, sorry, 17. Before we go into the round of 32, South Africa are first in the round of 32 that are going out. So, but let's talk about the group stages first. What's your overall look now that we've gotten to the round? Does the people that have qualified, is it a true representation of what it means to have extended this competition to 48 for you?
I think that just the projection that FIFA made before the start of the World Cup that the expected earnings from this World Cup is 11 billion is a testament to the fact that expanding it is good. I've heard a lot of people complain about, the size will reduce the value of the World Cup. But I've not seen that reflected in the attendance, in the excitement, and the new... I mean, it was a wise thing to decide to expand the World Cup in America, Canada, and Mexico. Maybe if it was done in Europe, we would see all those loopholes. They will complain about how their facilities and infrastructures have been overstretched. But with the way they've done it in a continent because America, it's no longer a country hosting, it's a continent that is hosting now, and the next one is going to be 2 continents that are hosting it. I think it's good, it's beautiful. Mexico are learning, Spain are learning, Portugal are learning, but then I'm happy that Americans are being taught what a real football carnival is. It's not the Super Bowl. This is not to rubbish the Super Bowl. Like I always say that every time that comparison come in, the Super Bowl win, because the Super Bowl is 2 clubs in one country playing in a single day. The World Cup is 40 days. It used to be 30 days, now it's 40 days. So you can't compare it to. But having said that, I think I like the energy, the engagement that it brought, the amount of ex-players that are attached to different media organizations, and then the lessons to learn. In Nigeria, for instance, you cannot be working for media A. Let's say, for instance, you're working for Arise, and then there's a competition, and the same you go and appear on Channels Television, you'll be fired. I don't know who taught Nigerians that. I don't know but I'm seeing Thierry Henry, who is a CBS, who's hired by CBS, doing something for Fox.
Yeah.
Also doing, while on that, also doing something for another brand,
Yeah.
in this competition, and nobody is complaining. I think that that's one of those things that you look at and you say to yourself, this is where we want
Micah
to be.
is moving from the rest is football, moving to everything.
You understand?
Doing
This is
Netflix,
where we want to. For me as a person, it's not a bother, because you can testify. Everybody who work with me is licensed and permitted to do something
things,
that they love with other, even if it's a competing brand. I don't have a problem. Joy shows up every day for 54 football. I can't stop her. You two do the same thing. We have our man that is allergic to marriage,
Felix.
who is on one of the best radio stations and doing the best pigeon show
inspiration.
on radio currently. So it's a great thing to see happen. And I think that when I see it on the international stage, it's an enforcement that, okay, what we're doing is not wrong. This is the right way to go about it. And then the World Cup have really come at the right time. And what I'm happy about is that if we are friends and 10 of us went to chase something, 9 got the ball, and maybe only 1 didn't get it, and let's say I'm the one who happened not to get it, I'll be sad that I didn't get it, but then I will be encouraged that, 10 of us went in and 9 got something out of it. Maybe next time when we go again, I'll be successful. But if, for instance, all the 10 African teams got knocked out in the group stage, we'll be asking ourselves, what exactly is happening? Maybe we don't deserve to be playing football. Football is not our thing. We're not good enough. But this shows that we're good enough. And even the South Africa that got beaten, let's be fair. Let's leave xenophobia out of this conversation. Let's leave the hate that they've brought upon themselves. South Africa did not get whitewashed or battered or bruised. Historically, too, they are the only country to have played 2 hosts in one tournament. It's not as easy as we think to play against the host. It's a difficult thing. Nigeria, saw it against Cote d'Ivoire in the finals.
And then against Morocco last time out.
Senegal also felt it playing against Morocco, so much so that they won on the field, but they lost it in the bedroom. Well, any way you like it. So playing against the host is not as easy as people think. But having said that, I'm going to sit here and say, so far, from the round of the group stage to the round of 32, the World Cup has been excellent. As a Nigerian, you might say, okay, because of the late matches, those 2 a.m. matches and 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. matches, have a way of affecting you, especially if you have somewhere to go the next day, like those of us who come to the studio on Monday morning. But aside that, I've enjoyed it. And I've also loved seeing some Nigerians. You see, the beauty of this goes beyond just the football. When I see talks of Football Fans Tribe in Mexico doing the things that he's doing, I feel excited. Many years ago, Nigerian media would not send you to say, what you go do there? We qualify. But these same independent content creators that people like, once anything go wrong, they say, sports content creators and the problem. They want to blame us. We are pushing the envelope. We're breaking barriers, shattering glass ceilings, and saying, you know what, this is a job, and we will do it the way the professionals will do it. The athletic was at the AFCON. It's not their thing to cover, but they were there. Yeah. So we also have people like that. We would have been there if we had the funding. Unfortunately, we didn't have it. But it's a beautiful thing to have.
Amy is
Amy, yes.
Amy
is there of ACL. What's the guy with ACL again? Fisayo Diary is also there. And then there's Toby Adequaju. There's Pooja, who just clocked 1 million followers on Twitter.
X,
on X, right? Yeah. So I think it's a beautiful thing for me. Oh, in my own opinion, it's a beautiful thing. I wish our producer can put all their pictures, as they edit. But it's a very very beautiful thing to see. Okay, wow, this is what it is now. This is what the Momini allows the Jamoto Ibo. The Jamoto Ibo is also at this World Cup used to achieve, and we're amazed that we're not qualified for the World Cup. But how did they go? You see, it used to feel like miracle when they tell you that they were at Italian 90. What you go do there? You see, it used to be strange when you're reading their report and they tell you that they were at the Grand San Siro Stadium and they were at the Stadio della Happy. That's Juventus home. And you be like, for World Cup when Nigeria not qualify, what do you go find? How you take go out tell lie you go? You used to feel like miracle. Now it's a reality for all of us, and that's something that for me the World Cup has brought is encouraged. But then another side that I love is Americans now realizing that the NBA, the major
Child's play.
the basketball league that they play, and the MLB is a fraction of what football really is. There's no more argument. I call it soccer how you like, because in history they say football started from a city called a town called soccer. But whatever it is, this is the greatest show on earth, and I'm proud to be part of it. I love it. I'm enjoying it. People have forgotten that BET
Awards even
happened this weekend.
People
People forgot that the NBA Finals, New York Knicks won it because it's the football. The real football, the real game, the real circles came to
we
town.
actually said it before that once the ball is kicked,
People forgot all this visa issue, war in one place. We're not talking war. Iran, they signed a peace accord, the ceasefire award.
Nobody's concerned. Nobody's saying
concerned about it.
anything.
This is how powerful football is. It could be a distraction sometimes, and it could look like the Colosseum of Rome back in the day when the ruling class want to distract the people. They put up a show, the gladiators and all that. But whatever this distraction is, it's a beautiful distraction.
So away from all of the things that's going on, the TV right, the money that's flying in, Americans finally realizing that being called world champions, you definitely have to win the world.
You have to end it.
And Noalas tried to warn them back in the day. They made an enemy out of him and told them, "Oh, world champion of what?" But then let's move away from that.